Okay, so
Now
speaking
we
of
have a opinion reading series.
okay, so this is the most important article, obviously. If you watched that Super Bowl, which I didn't, anyone down there watch the Super
I
Bowl?
watched it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Really, you were watching the Super Bowl while I was in here?
No, I wasn't. I watched the halftime show.
Really? You
Well, not
watched
live.
the halftime? Oh, okay. So
I gave
just
it a
for
look.
research on this,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Yeah, I didn't see any bit of the Super Bowl. I have no idea what happened. I don't even know who won yet. Doesn't matter.
You're a boomer.
No, I'm the opposite of that. Like, no, I'm too cool to watch that.
You're too.
Yeah, obviously I'm too young and cool to care about the Super Bowl. You know that.
Don't you want to see all the pretty dancing? And
What? Is that what goes on?
At the halftime show, yeah.
It's normie central. I don't get it. I don't never understand it. I never did. Sports ball game with whatever. Whoever won, they scored 50 home runs, whatever. Like that punk rocker. Did you see that article in the Hard Times? That was funny with the punk rocker saying.
I did, and then they were making fun of people like you.
Yes, they were making fun of, but I don't like wear it as a badge. Though I'm like, I don't know, I just like they were asking me. I'm like, I don't know, I didn't watch it, man. And maybe people will make fun of me because maybe they think I'm one of those guys that thinks it's too cool. I don't like try to make an identity over it. I just don't watch it. I don't care. Anyway, so what happened here? So obviously a lot of like.
We have an opinion piece from Vince Neilstein.
Yeah, Vince Neilstein is right. Vince Neilstein, people hate this guy, but I always like reading his articles. What would we do without Vince Neilstein? I like why people hate him, and I understand it. And
I think he got a lot of hate for this article.
I respect Vince Neilstein for people hating him. I get it, and I'm following the same route. Vince Neilstein. As long as I remember, Metal Sucks, people always hated these guys because they had the balls to call shit out. Okay. Call them hipsters, call them whatever you want. Like, I like the fact that they're calling shit out that pisses people off. Because metal people are so uptight about everything. They're so easily triggered by everything. You can't make fun of their sacred band. Well, Vince Neil's like, fuck. Vince Neilstein's like, fuck you. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care. Like, he doesn't have respect for anything. I love it. Vince Neilstein's great. Praise Vince Neilstein. Okay? So what are we talking about here? Last week was the Grammys, and an editorial published the day after Tyler, who is Tyler, the Creator?
Just keep going.
Yeah. Okay, boomer. Billie Eilish, Lizzo. Okay, Lizzo pisses me off. You know why Lizzo pisses me off? Can I say?
No.
Why?
Why does she piss you off?
Because she is making being a fucking fat ass normalized.
I wouldn't blame her for that.
Oh, no, she's not the first person to do that. For sure. But she's like, oh, yeah, I'm fat, everyone. It's like, stop.
All right, we're not getting into this right now.
But it's pissing me off because I was like that, and I did something about it. Okay, you're gonna get diabetes. Okay, next. So anyway, yeah, that's not even what the article's about.
And others put on a stunning performance while Aerosmith stunk up the joint, and Ozzy could barely walk to the podium to present an award.
What did Aerosmith stink up the joint with? What did they fart or something? Doesn't matter.
And this week, he was positively floored by Shakira and J-Lo's performance. Nothing short of a remarkable achievement on multiple levels. Moved to tears at their triumphant finale. Now, I watched this, and I find that a little ridiculous.
The whole thing is
What is wrong with you, Vince Neilstein?
The whole thing is ridiculous. Anyway, so, now, but this is about the Super Bowl. Obviously, another fucking circus. But, so Shakira and J-Lo, they couldn't get anyone else. I feel like Shakira is like yesterday's news. Am I right about that? She's like who?
I mean, I don't know what either of these two have done in a while, but like he brings up some other acts
Neither
that have.
One of them have been.
He brings up some other acts that have played, like Tom Petty, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, what the fuck have they done?
Nothing.
Exactly. So I don't think
if it's like a rock thing.
Shakira or J-Lo is outside of the norm here.
I feel like when they do Super Bowl, people they get
like who did you want? Did you want Lizzo?
Yeah, they get
because she's what's relevant right now.
Right, she is relevant. Obviously, they always get these washed up people that haven't done shit, like that are still like really rich and stuff, but like they haven't done shit in like the longest time. And like I remember once they like dug up ZZ Top. It's like
anyway.
It's like oh
Metal people get mad at this because they want it to be fucking
metal people.
Metallica
fucking
up
get
there.
mad at this every year. I got to hear Eddie Trunk, the ultimate metal boomer, being like, "What is Metallica?"
So what did Eddie Trunk say?
There's nothing more than I can't stand that these metal guys that like football that just get all up in arms that Metallica or fucking Motley Crue didn't play the fucking Super Bowl. Okay, why would
Anyway,
Yeah.
I like that he refers to Eddie Trunk as the resident president of the UFO and Saxon fan club.
That is, I wouldn't have such kind words, but yes, that is very accurate.
So Eddie Trunk said the Super Bowl halftime show made for a hell of an exercise aerobics instructional video.
You no kidding, dude.
But as far as musical performances go, maybe the worst halftime show ever.
Eddie Trunk, what part of Super Bowl of extremely mainstream normie fest didn't you get?
Bravo, NFL, you had Guns N' Roses in Florida, but that's what you chose to put on?
Oh, yeah, they're going to have Guns N' Roses, sure.
You think Guns N' Roses would have done a good job?
Yeah, like they would have, like they all suck. Like if Metallica, like first of all, when they put up these, you know, and I like what Vince Neil said about this, Vince Neilstein. He's like, you know, like Metallica plays, we're going to have like, you know, they have Kid Rock do like, you know, yeah, which is exactly
funny,
what would happen. That is exactly what they would do. Okay? Or
Yes.
they'd have
They'd open with the intro from Enter Sandman
yeah.
to riotous cheers.
Yeah.
And a hint more associated with sports at that point than
they'd have
metal.
like Kid Rock or like Eminem or something come out.
They'd
you know?
segue into a few bars of Sabbath True, perhaps joined by Kid Rock.
Yes, you do a rap. You do
America's hero, Kid fucking Rock.
Yeah, because they have to have a has-been. Like they couldn't have like Post Malone do it because he's too new. So they couldn't have like Post Malone come out and do it. You know, they'd have to have.
No, Kid Rock is appropriate.
Yeah, they need Kid Rock or like Eminem or some shit
Anyway.
like that. Some stupid shit like that.
But it's a little rich for you to comment on this, Maledictus, not even having bothered to look at the video.
I know it goes on.
I mean,
I
it was.
I know it's Shakira and J-Lo, two people that have not done anything in 20 years.
I don't know about 20 years.
It's something. I don't remember the last time they were relevant, either one of them. You know, so they always do, and I think they do that for a reason. Obviously, they could probably get the biggest acts out there. They can obviously afford that. But I think they know they have such a normie audience that they want to have some sort of nostalgic kind of act. You know?
I don't know. When I was watching it, it was kind of stressful for me just because it was a performance with so many moving parts.
Yeah. It's a lot it's so much
like
so
many dancers.
Yes.
So many like set changes.
Yes.
Like, and it's all
In
happening at
very
breakneck
quick
speed
time.
because this whole thing is 15 minutes long.
Have no attention
And they're going through a medley of like, 25 different songs.
And they don't go through one song.
And
they literally go through 25 songs in a minute.
And they change outfits like 3 times.
Yes.
And like literally probably every second of that performance was choreographed.
Yes.
Like
I saw
there is no wasted movement by anybody.
Yes, they get every minute of that thing down. And they it's amazing how they just make the stage move. I remember I saw ZZ Top do it, and they just switched. Every ZZ Top hit that you could possibly. They did it all within like 2 minutes.
But I found it a little stressful to watch because I just knew like one person fucking up would be like.
Yeah, imagine that. No, wait, wouldn't even anyone notice though? Unless you like tip pops out like Janet Jackson that one time. But yeah, like what.
Well, no, they have all these dancers doing like this complex thing. Like you would have to watch to understand Maledictus. I'm telling you,
I've seen it. It's all the same. It's the same as last time. They have like 20 different dancers. Like 40 dancers. So imagine like a dance with the hair with Metallica. That would just be funny. So Eddie Trunk, come on, man. Like, what do you think this is, dude? Give me a break.
Yeah, I saw someone made a meme of like those of like basically this photo of them at the end where they're standing together and they're like, this is why I listen to metal. Like, there's no fucking glitter and like ridiculous outfits in metal.
I hate when people say that. That's like just such a metal boomer thing to say.
Yes, that's what the boomers were saying.
Yeah, it's like we know, okay, we get it. Stop like thinking like your favorite. Why do you even want them to play the Super Bowl? Wouldn't that cheapen them in a way? If you're like
do you really want to hear Metallica medley?
Yeah, because they're gonna make it's gonna make Metallica look really bad. Like it's gonna make them look in their worst light ever. And then James Davis is gonna start drinking again. And it's just gonna.
If there's one thing that'll drive him to drink, it'll be preparing for this fucking show.
It will drive him to drink. I think that just the stress of like going, about to go into a Slipknot and everything just made, like I said, I feel like someone like, like they offered him like, they're like, oh, how about a tour with Guns N' Roses? And he just started drinking again. He's like, no, that's it. He's like, that's it. He just started drinking.
I don't know. I think what people are reacting to this is just like at the end there, like you could see like those 2 ladies were fucking done.
Yeah.
They're like, we were like, we nailed it. We practiced this whole fucking ridiculous thing and we did a great job and everyone watched us and like no metal band is could do anything near to what the amount of effort they put into that.
The Super Bowl is made for people like J-Lo and blah, 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 blah. Shakira.
Shakira.
Yeah, like, but they're both.
Well,
acts.
I don't know because
They're
like
both like 20-year-old acts though. They're not.
yeah, but like they're all like super sexual.
Yeah.
and they're both Latin.
But they're like, well,
So it's like I feel like Middle America is probably like a little offended by these.
yeah, I didn't think of that. There's a lot of Middle American football fans that probably go, really good. Fuck, why don't they build a fucking wall?
Yeah,
You know.
J-Lo had a Puerto Rican flag on stage.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. By the way, Puerto Rico is part of America. By the way, so just.
Well, I think a large percentage of America doesn't know that.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. I know. I could just go anytime. Yeah.
So they're up there triggering people, I'm sure.
Yeah, the other one's from Colombia, but whatever. There's a lot of Colombians here. They're like, they're like Americans. There's plenty of them here. Yeah.
Anyway. These
What
old
are you-
metal guys that grew up in the
Why are you
80s.
worried about the giant football game?
It's because these, the entitled metal bloomers. They grew up in the 80s when the metal was on the TV.
When you had it
and
on
now
the
it's
TV,
not on the
and
TV
people
anymore.
cared about you. Metal's very popular right now, but it's not going to go there. It's not the same kind of popular as it was back then. Obviously, it was on MTV. Normally, it was normalized on MTV, and you had people saying, "Oh, this is devil music," and that was fun. Those times were fun, weren't they? But those aren't the days anymore. No one thinks it's devil music anymore. All the old people that have a lot of money are now bringing metal up to this extremely mainstream entertainment for Gen Xers and boomers now. That's what it is now. That's what metal is now. Like a lot of metal. That's why metal's so popular now. And all these other bands that we like to listen to, they kind of follow along in the coattails of, people like Metallica and Ozzy. That's why that stuff is also very popular. That's why Merciful Fate is filling this, when I saw Merciful Fate on a small stage, and now they're filling pretty much an arena.
It is an arena.
At Psycho. So, it's a place where the UFC people play. So it's a big place. So yeah, that's basically there's an old generation of metal who have a lot of money, and that's why metal is, and it's not going to get, and I don't see it going back down. Obviously that's a stupid thing to predict, but I don't see it drawing back down again. I think it's just up from here. Or at least level. It's going to stay at this. But then again, what about when all the boomers and the Gen Xers die, though? What will?
It's just gonna go lower.
Yeah, I guess people will forget about
Metal's gonna be like jazz.
Because I don't. Yeah, right.
You only see it in small clubs.
Jazz, yeah. Maybe it'll just retire to that. Because I can't see the Zoomers, like, they don't seem like. I mean, some of them are, but like I don't think it's like part of their
there are
main
still kids
culture.
getting into
They
jazz.
Yes, well, yeah, they are that. But
Fucking weirdos.
They are Zoomers and stuff at like the shows. We see them all the time. Those are young kids, right?
Well, they're with Dad.
Well, no. I mean, I'm talking about the smaller shows, not like the Iron Maiden shows. I'm talking about like when we go to Dingbats or something, we'll see like kids, and these kids are like they have X's on. They're not even allowed to drink. We see a lot of those, but I don't know if that's the main. It's just because we're at that show and those kids are there. There's going to be metalheads, but it reminds me of like the old days. These kids, how the level they're getting into it though, whereas my generation didn't really get into it. I feel like that much. We went to shows and stuff, but
All right,
they have a lot more media available to them. They have a lot more access than we did. We had to try harder. Yeah, but
all right, let's wrap it up.
all right.